Welcome to Unit 2 of Excel, where we will be doing a lot more complex formulas and functions, editing some tables. So we'll break it down into videos again for you, so you can go through the tutorial along with me and then do the assignments. So on Google Classroom, you should have downloaded the zipped folder of all of the Unit 2 Excel files. So the first one you will be working on is Western Region Sales. So make sure that you have this file opened, and we'll just keep saving back to that Excel folder onto your desktop. So the first thing we're going to do, again, is a little bit more complex formulas than just maybe adding or multiplying cells together. So we're going to click in F6. And remember, whenever you start a formula, you must start with the equal sign. So go ahead and click equals. I noticed before some students were clicking in different places when we're doing formulas. Whenever we do a formula, we're always, I shouldn't say always, many times just referring to the cells that are in that row. That's the purpose of the drag fill. Then it goes along with the cells that are in that row as well. So we're going to find the total sales less returns. So common sense wise, I want you guys to be familiar with what we're actually doing. This file has to do with sales in the in the Western region. And so you can see some of the states over here are the Western region of the United States. So we are going to add January and February together, and then it says less returns. So we will subtract the returns from those sales. So in order to do that, we can type or click on cell C6, and we're going to add D6. So January and February, and then we are going to subtract the returns. So minus E6. And we will click the enter. And there's our total, and I want that same formula along with each of my rows dragged down. So drag fill through F13. And go ahead and save. And we will do another formula here. I'm going to show you the purpose of this next formula. It's called absolute cell reference, and we do it quite a bit. What I want to do, if you don't know what commission is, and we might do a little bit of preview for this, but commission is making usually a percentage or some amount of money off of a sale. So a lot of salespeople work on commission, and these guys do as well. The commission rate for everyone is 5%. So I want to basically multiply how much I have sold, and I want to get 5% of that, so I can find out how much Brenda Simpson and Grace Holmes and so on are going to make on commission. So in order to do that, I need to multiply a couple sales, but keep it at that 5%. I'm going to do a regular formula. I don't want you to do this. I will quick type this in. I'm going to click on that commission rate of 5%, and I'm going to multiply it times F6, and I will hit enter, and this is right. This one is correct, but watch when I drag fill, I have wrong numbers there. So I'm just going to show you, and I'm sure common sense wise you can figure that out, but I'm just going to show you the formula side of this. So when I'm in cell G6, this is correct. I want to do my sales times that 5%. But when I go down, watch this go down with me. This is the incorrect cell now. B17 is incorrect. F7, F8, F9, F10, those are correct. But I'm drag filling, so everything's going down. Again, you can see as I arrow down, I am multiplying times the wrong cell. Okay, so I am going to get rid of that and undo and do it the correct way. Again, this is called an absolute cell reference. What does that mean? It basically locks that cell in, so when we drag fill, that won't change. I'm going to go equals B16, and everyone go ahead and click on the Command T for me. What does the Command T do? It gives dollar signs in front of each row and each column label. So I'm going to keep hitting Command T, And now you can see just my row 16 is locked if I drag filled, and hit Command T again, and now it goes to just column B. Hit Command T again, and this is what we usually see. It's actually called a relative cell, but let's hit Command T one more time and get it back to that absolute cell. Go ahead and multiply times F6. I do want F6 to stay relative, so when I drag fill, it will go F7, F8, and so on. So let's go ahead and enter. Now drag fill. There we go. B16, and if you keep clicking, you can see B16 stays the same. So that again is called absolute cell reference. Go ahead and quick save.